Welcome to my little channel here. I share crypto news, articles, technical analysis, charts, stuff like that. But today we're going to be looking at an article with an XRP realistic price prediction. So let's get into it. All right, here we have, this is from Grok, the AI chatbot from Elon Musk's XAI. So it is a realistic price prediction, I would say, but it's also speculation. So if you didn't know, Ripple recently, which is the company that owns XRP, Ripple recently acquired the Hidden Road firm, brokerage firm, for $1.5 billion. XRPL could handle a portion of Hidden Road's volume, but this is if it handles 100%, and XRPL is just the XRP ledger. So here's a set of bullish assumptions. Circulating supply 58.33 billion. XRP current price is $2.03 right now. Let's look. Refresh. It is $2.13, so 10 cents above when this article came out. Settlement activity, XRPL handles the entire $3 trillion in annual settlement volume from Hidden Road, so the whole thing. Assume XRP is used as a bridge asset for 100% of the $3 trillion settlement volume, reflecting maximum adoption, which it can do, so we'll see. Velocity of XRP, assume a velocity of 10, meaning each XRP is used 10 times per year for transactions. This is optimistic but reasonable for a high throughput settlement system. Supply impact. Assume 10% of the circulating supply, 5.833 billion XRP, is locked up by institutions or liquidity providers, reducing the effective circulating supply to 52.497 billion XRP. Market sentiment. A bullish scenario includes strong institutional demand, positive regulatory clarity, and market enthusiasm, amplifying the price through speculation. Assume a sentiment-driven multiplier of 5 times. So off these assumptions, you can come down here. I'll skip right to it. So the result is an approximate price of 5.71 per XRP, which to me, in my opinion, is very realistic. I mean, realistic even this year, 2025, to happen. It's not going to happen by itself. It's not just going to, XRP is going to jump up and nothing else. The whole market has to move. Bitcoin is going to have to move. There's going to have to be some new news and some of the bad news to go away that's going on right now. And adoption like this, but like stuff is happening. Ripple, the company behind XRP, they are making moves, and they are, partnering with companies like this or acquiring companies like this that they can use some of their, that's my noisy AC again. Sorry about that. That they have more volume and they can do stuff like this. So so 5.71% is very realistic. But then it says, however, Grok, the AI chatbot, includes market psychology and speculation by adding a sentiment-driven multiplier. So if you do that times 5, in a bullish scenario, apply the sentiment-driven multiplier to account for speculation demand, which is very much crypto and very much XRP, because it hasn't done the 10, 20, 30, X that like Bitcoin has. And I think it's coming. At least I think in the next 5 years, between now and in the next 5 years, 2025 and 2030, but probably sooner, to do like a 20x or something. But that's saying the bullish price would be 5.71 times 5, so that would be $28.55 for 1 XRP, which I don't think is out of the question. For the realistic price and for this video, 5.71, 100% think that's realistic and doable this year, 2025. Excuse me. But $28.55 I think is definitely doable too, but maybe in the next 5 years. Maybe not that long, but I always give it a little bit more time and kind of lean on the more conservative side of that. But I thought it was interesting that with this company, the Hidden Roads, that Ripple acquired, and that just more adoption from XRP, that something like this, I was like, oh, that is very doable. That is not out of the question. That's realistic. And then that's like pretty conservative. So yeah, that's the conservative realistic price. But like you saw, I mean, $28.55. And maybe, in the next 5 years, between 2025 and 2030, but maybe sooner, maybe in the next 2 or 3 years. It kind of just all depends. And there's so much road open now that the SEC lawsuit and all that is over with XRP and just crypto in general, and new administration and just pro-crypto laws and regulation around now, that there is just so much room for adoption and stuff like this. And I mean, it's happening, and it's not going to happen just like super fast, and you're just going to wake up and it's going to be, oh my gosh, XRP's $30. What? Like, it's going to take some time, because it's one of the top 3 cryptos, because I would do Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, because I wouldn't count Tether. So I'm like, it's going to take some time because it's big, and I mean, they're making moves, and it's just it's exciting. That's why I love crypto, and I share on my channel. I try to, every day, but a handful of times a week, of just some news and articles and charts, like I said. And so, yeah, that's it for this video. If you liked this kind of content, maybe stick around, check out some of my other videos, like this video, subscribe, and maybe I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Peace.